Awesome. It looks like we are live. Happy Friday to everybody watching the live version of this. Happy Saturday through Thursday if you happen to be watching the replay. As you're logging in, be sure to say hello. Let me know where you're logging in from and share perhaps what can we say that we haven't said for a while? What's your favorite Friday drink to drink? What's your favorite Friday drink to drink? So really quick message for everyone, and then I'll circle back around today. The reason of the title, Love More. I have one of my closest friends who is really much more like a brother than a friend, is having to put his dog down tomorrow. And this dog has been a pretty significant part of my life the last several years. I've seen the dog very regularly, and it's been there through some difficult times. I remember when my dad passed away, I used to go and lay down with the dog and cuddle up to him, and I just sit there and cry. And this dog was always so patient and loving with me, and would just let me cry to him for however long I needed to. And earlier today, I went to say my goodbyes to him. And as I'm sitting there saying goodbye, there was this emotion, like a lot of emotion. I was overwhelmed almost by how much emotion came up with me and this dog. And I was crying, and I was trying to say a few words to him and whatnot. But what really got me to think is that in life, there's very often in life we rarely get to have a final goodbye, right? That's usually not the case with people who pass away in our life. It's often unexpected, and it may not work out where we get to have this time together where we can say everything we want to say, where we can make sure they know we love them. We can hug them that last time. We can kiss them that one last time, whatever the case may be. And as I was sitting here talking with the dog today and crying and trying to compose myself and trying not to get snot all over him, I had these flashes that would go through my mind of the time that he had come over to the house and peed on the carpet, or the one time that he was doing this, and the other time he was doing that. And I started to liken it to the times with people, the one time that this person upset me, the one time I got really mad at this person, or whatever the case may be. And I realized in that moment, as I was sitting there hugging him, crying and saying goodbye, that none of that mattered. None of it mattered at all. The only thing that mattered to me in that moment was letting him know how much I loved him, letting him know how much he had impacted my life, letting him know how grateful I was for him, and all that. And I was thinking, if we could all just get to a place, right, where we could live our day-to-day life that way, where we could just look at the people who are in our life and we could interact from them from a place of just gratitude and love, right? That doesn't mean that we're not going to get upset, that we're not going to get angry from time to time. But what it does perhaps suggest is that maybe we get a little better at not holding on to that quite as much. And instead, we get a little bit more focused and a little bit more committed on celebrating what really matters most to us, which is ultimately love. Because I'm willing to bet that for most of us, if we had the opportunity to say goodbye to our loved ones one last time, we could hug them and hold them and kiss them like I did today, we would likely tell them how much we love them, how much we meant to them, how much they meant to us. We'd probably reminisce on the great times, and we'd probably even laugh off some of the not so great times. But yet in life, we'll often hold on to that stuff, and we hold on to it with such a fire and almost a passion to it, because we get so caught up in this dynamic of needing to be right and making someone else wrong. You know what, though? When you're choosing that over the absence of love, everyone's wrong. It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. In the end of the day, what we're all playing for is we're all playing for love. And if you are choosing to behave in a way that removes love from the game, you lose every time. So if I could leave you all with one final message and one final thought this Friday. It is this: to love more. To love more, and it's cliche as it sounds, but really, really take it to heart. Go out and hug your loved ones. And if you can't physically hug them, reach out to them and let them know you love them as if this was the last day, the last time you're ever going to be able to say so. And if you're blessed enough to wake up tomorrow, do the whole thing again. And if you find that you stumble and you start really focusing on and fixating on something that happened, something that somebody forgot, somebody didn't take out the trash, whatever the case may be, love yourself enough to let go of the need to have right and wrong enter into the dynamic, and choose to love them even more than that right or wrong need. And I promise you that if you do this, not only will your emotional quality of your life radically go from level this to level this, but should you ever meet anyone on their deathbed, there will be no regrets. There will be no trepidation. There will be no what ifs, if onlys, or any of that. There will just be love. You'll cry because there will be sadness. There will be pain, but that's just because there's love. So I hope this message resonates with you. I hope it connects with you. I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, Ellie, thank you. This is connecting so much. I'm so happy. And the power of love, it connects all the way across oceans over to Australia. And I really encourage you all to take this to heart. My eyes are puffy. They're a little swollen still because I actually just took a little bit of a nap, because I think, sometimes when you cry really, really hard, it really knocks the shit out of you. And so you just got to take a little nap afterwards to recover from it. It's definitely a tough day, and it's going to be, my heart just hurts so much for my friend, and I can only imagine what he's going through. And I think this is also an opportunity for us as friends to even go closer together, because we can support each other, or I can support him rather through this, which I think that's one of the beautiful gifts that can come from love too, right? Is we feel these emotions in loss, but we also have the opportunity to bond in life over loss and be there to love and support in ways that we wouldn't normally in day-to-day life. So love more, reach out to someone, do not wait, do it right now, love them as if there's no tomorrow. And if you're lucky enough to get it tomorrow, make sure you rinse and repeat, as they say. All right, everyone, take care, have an amazing weekend. Awesome rest of your Friday, or if you're in the Australian part of the world, your Saturday, since you're already at that space. And I'm sending lots of love to each and every one of you. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. I know there's lots of competition for your time nowadays, and it really does mean a lot to me that you choose to spend some of your precious time with me. I really am grateful for that. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.